Mr. Ellison's temp was up. I beeped his attending.
Thanks. So how was your weekend?
Okay. I tagged along with a buddy on a drug bust. They even let me drive the battering ram.
You drove a battering ram into a crack house?
No, actually, it was a Tupperware party. We got a bad tip. But I did score a nice pie wedge.
Excuse me, Paco. I need a favor.
Uh-oh. Usually that's the last thing someone says before Paco ends up in a rubber apron.
Oh, no. It's nothing like that. My little sister's arriving today from San Pequeno, and I'm in ICU. Would you mind keeping her occupied until I get back?
Your sister? Sure.
Might take a moment to think it over.
Well, if she's anything like you.
Oh, well, thank you, Paco, but Yolanda's not exactly like me. She's the spunky one.
Spunky?
$5 says little sis got smeared with the ugly brush.
Jack, do you have to be so crude? Some girls go through awkward stages, you know.
No, not stages, hon. Cycles. They even named a dog food after him.
Well, Yolanda was not smeared by any such brush. No, she just had a...
No, don't tell me. A gawky adolescence.
Yes, that's it. A gawky adolescence.
Not that it really matters, but how would she rank on a gawkiness scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being, is that a guy or a girl, 10 being, please not while I'm eating?
Paco, some degrees of beauty cannot be measured.
Fell off the ugly tree, hit every branch on the way down.
Oh, you know, Gina, I just remembered. I'm busy with something.
What?
Anything?
So typical of you men. You won't do anything unless there's something in it for you.
Gina? I'll volunteer.
You will, even after everything that you heard about her?
Sure. I'll give her the nickel tour. In fact, I'll take her on rounds with me.
Oh, Hank, I could just...
Thank you.
Man, I know you're desperate to impress Gina, but this...
Paco, I'm a doctor, for God's sakes. I've seen the full panorama of tricks that nature plays on people. Besides, it's only a couple hours. How bad could it be?
Gina! Yolanda!
Paco, what have I gotten myself into?
Heaven.
Say hallelujah.
Haven't changed one little bit. And you, on the other hand, your little bits have changed enormously. Wow, Sandy, isn't she beautiful?
She's absolutely darling.
Annie, isn't she lovely?
Stunning. That girl is pretty enough to be a model. Boob job.
Count on it.
So, Yolanda, I'd like you to meet your escort for today.
Jack Trenton. Bienvenidos, señorita. Encantado. Etc., etc.
In San Pequeno, I once knew a man with your handsome blonde look.
Oh, you flatter me.
He was a Nazi war criminal.
Jack, there's a bed in 308 that needs stripping.
Yeah, but that's why we have Paco. Paco!
Jack! Jack!
We'll talk later. Adios.
Auf Wiedersehen. This is your escort, Dr. Hank Kaplan.
Hello, Jolanda.
Cuevas, yes, I know. And may I say, the Cuevas genes have filled out quite nicely. Genetically speaking, of course.
Hank, when Yoli gets settled, maybe you could take her on round.
Gina, you name it.
Hank, you are so sweet.
I hate myself. I had to get picky. Now you have Yolanda.
Now, forget about Yolanda. Did you catch those vibes I was getting from Gina? I might be able to get her back if I play my cards right.
And as usual, Paco's playing solitaire.
You know, if we step this way, we come to the nerve center of the floor, the nurse's station. Let's try to stay together. Keep your hands and arms inside at all times until we come to a complete stop.
You ladies certainly are being restrained under the circumstances.
What circumstances?
Well, a sudden infusion of beauty doesn't always bring out the best in other women.
What do you mean, sudden infusion? There's plenty of beauty here, day in and day out.
Yes, there is.
Then why'd you say there's no beauty here?
Did I say that?
And who are you to say that Yolanda is more beautiful than any of us?
I didn't.
Why are you making trouble?
Trouble? You don't know what trouble is until you drive your battering ram into a living room of blue-haired ladies burping their Tupperware.
Where does he get off with that?
Yeah, I'm secure in who I am.
Me too. I don't get all twisted just because there's an attractive woman around.
You and me both.
So, what do you guys want to do for lunch today?
I'm not eating.
Me neither. I'm going to the gym.
I'll drop you. I'm heading home to change.
Right.
I have to go down to ICU. I'll catch up in a couple of hours.
Bueno, nos vemos.
So, what's next? Scrub room, OR, gift shop? What do you want to see first?
How about you?
Me?
Such a tall, handsome American doctor with that rich, dark rainforest of hair.
Did I mention the gift shop is now stocking a complete line of hobby-oriented sand sculptures?
My sister wrote all about you in her letters, Dr. Hank Kaplan.
Gina wrote about me.
Mm-hmm. She told me about your strong hands and your compassionate eyes and your beckoning lips.
No, I can't.
You can't? Not at all?
Trust me, I can. The horses are at the gate.
Then let's go in the room. I mean, that is if the horses are still at the gate.
Yeah, and they best be confined to the barn. Let's go, Trigger.
San Pequeno. Population 6,000. 19 churches, 8 schools, 4 markets, 2 movie theaters, 1 jail, and no fast food outlet.
Why tell me this about my home?
Because I'm Jack Trenton. Because I do my homework. Because I can make you rich.
A man who can make me rich mops dookie for a living?
That's just a hobby. Now, how would you like to clear this figure as the manager of the new Jack Burger in San Pequeno?
Why would I want to be a manager of a Jack Burger?
Well, no, I meant manager partner. You see, I know about the new capitalism of the third world, the seductiveness of profit, the lust for gold, the proud pulsating of cash flow.
The smell from your bucket's making my eyes water. Hard not to look at her, huh?
No, not when she's waving it all around like that. Why doesn't the girl just get herself a parade permit and make it official?
I know. Isn't she just the most beautiful?
Beautiful? Julie, let me tell you something. 10 years younger, living in a tropical paradise, and one less divorce in your life, anybody could look like that.
Kind of makes you wonder why more people don't.
Doctor, are you hiding from me?
No, not hiding. Just on rounds. Busy rounds.
Oh, my. Your muscles are so tense. Like rocks.
Yeah, purely involuntary reaction, I assure you.
Hello, you kids.
And so they named it the Salk vaccine. Hi, Gina.
Yolanda, perdóneme un momentito.
Sí, sí, claro.
Hon, did I just see what I think I saw?
Gina.
Am I seeing for the first time the unselfish Hank Guthrie?
Well, I hope that's what you saw.
May I say, Hank, that I will never forget this gesture of yours.
Thank you.
Yoli, I'll come back and get you for lunch.
Bueno. I'm building quite an appetite. How about you, medicine man?
We have to talk here. But not here. Wait in there. Okay? Just stay.
So, how's the jalapeno from San Pequeno?
Paco, she is all over me. And I can't tell Gina because I'm afraid how she's going to react. Meanwhile, Yolanda is breathing on me. She's feeling me. She's making sexual overtures. But you don't believe me?
No, it's just that all the blood suddenly left my head and I'm having trouble talking.
Yolanda?
Hola.
Oh, la la.
Something wrong?
No, everything's right. And right where it should be, I might add.
Mountain grown.
Super. Listen, Yolanda, I'm a little uncomfortable with this situation. I really would like you to put your clothes on.
And if I say no?
Well, then I'm gonna, leave. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna count to 3, 10, 20. I'm gonna count to 20, and then if you don't put your clothes on, I'm gonna leave. Okay. 1,001.
Hank, have you seen it?
And they called it the Salk vaccine. Gina.
How could you?
Now listen carefully. I do not want any confusion here.
How could there be any confusion?
Oh, you would be amazed. I refer you to any Three's Company rerun.
My sister is a sweet, naive little flower. And what do? You defile her fragile innocence with your suave American way.
I did not. Suave? Yolanda did mention that you said some very nice things about me.
You are low and depraved. I can't stand this side of you.
Did you find Yolanda?
Yes, she's in the chapel praying.
She tell you what happened?
Oh, I know what happened. Hank Kaplan worked his evil spell on her is what happened.
Have you talked to Hank? Have you gotten his side?
Oh, what good talking. It's always the same with these guys. Just when you think you're making your point, you go to look them in the eye, and they're staring at your chest like it's a buffet on a cruise ship.
Now, Sandy, that's not all men. Let's credit the majority with not seeing women as mere sex objects.
So what are they like?
Paco, how can you ask me that? I'm in the middle of a crisis, and you want to know about Yolanda's...
Yabos, huh?
Paco. Just because a gentleman catches a glimpse doesn't mean he has the right nor the obligation to shoot his mouth off.
Thanks, Luke.
I think it's more a solemn duty.
How could I be so foolish as to trust Hank Kaplan with my own flesh and blood?
It's not your fault, Gina. It's more what her flesh did to his blood.
Don't lose sleep over it. He's just being a typical doctor. Believe me, I know. I was married to one. Plastic surgeon. God's own sculptor. And over that Bride of Frankenstein bimbo he'd built with a putty knife and 50 quarts of silicone.
Nice to see you not losing any sleep over it.
You? Yolanda doffed her duds for you? What, were they on fire?
You know, I fail to see what is so surprising that Gina's sister is attracted to me.
Yeah, weirder things have happened. Like Fergie sucking on that goofball's toes in all the tabloids.
Gina, is it possible this was your sister's idea? Don't be absurd.
Oh, now that I think about it, who in her right mind would get all worked up over Hank Kaplan, throwing herself at him like some lovesick, desperate fool when she hardly even knows him? Oh.
You know what I don't get? How two sisters could be so different. I mean, Gina is this single-minded virgin, and Yolanda is this steaming temptress.
How could one man screw me up in so many ways? I trust him, he lets me down. I don't trust him, he shows me his good side. So I trust him again, and he does this. Men.
Women.
Yolanda.
Yeah, but give me a break. Hank Kaplan? You know, in this country, we have an expression for guys like him. Doofus.
I too have picked up a few of your quaint American expressions.
Oh.
Take a hike, Sparky.
Yeah, no, but listen, no, what could he possibly do for you? Could he make you a hero in your own village?
Can you?
You bet. With my financial backing, you'll have better roads, clean water, basic cable.
Nick at night?
Hey, you can have it during the day if you want to. Okay, you'll be a hero. They'll erect a statue of you right there in the village square.
We already have a statue.
Oh, what? Bolivar, Zapata, Marx?
Gaudi.
Gaudi?
Kurt Gaudi. His boat ran aground on our beach while he was filming The American Sportsman. We took to this great man like our own.
Oh, yeah. Well, after him and Gandhi, they broke the mold.
Yolanda, I need to see you.
Kaplan, she's talking to me.
Hey, and now she's talking to me. Do you know how angry Gina is?
She's just jealous of you and me.
No, there is no you and me, and we are now going to tell her the truth. You and me.
Well, I thought there was no you and me.
Don't confuse me. Come on. Gina, we have decided it is time for you to know the truth. Now, when you came into that room and you saw Yolanda in all her naked splendor, it was for one reason and one reason only.
Oh, this ought to be rich.
Gina, your sister has an uncontrollable animal attraction for me. It's like a moth to a flame.
Oh, it's even richer than I thought. Hank, that's the most pathetic excuse I ever heard. It's true. It's what?
I want him.
You what?
Hank is just how you described him. The proud mane of hair, the chiseled looks of Tarzan, the voice of Dudley Do-Right.
Dudley Do-Right?
Of the Mounties, yes. You wrote of him so passionately.
And yet you would woo him behind my back?
Yes.
Oh, this is so childish. Just like in school when you stole my Hector because everyone admired him so.
You stole her boyfriend?
Hector was a pig.
But he still was your boyfriend.
No, he was a pig. He won first prize at the provincial fair. You cannot steal Hank from me for one very good reason. It's over with Hank. Over? Yes, I dumped him months ago.
Hey, you didn't tell me that.
You expect me to write of my humiliation from this man?
Then you don't want him?
Heck no, I don't want him.
Well, then I sure don't want him.
No, please take him.
Why would I want him now?
Hey, can I jump in here?
No.
Well, I guess I know where I stand.
Outside.
But I will be outside.
I have to get back to work.
Can I say something?
No, I'm too mad.
Gina, you don't know what it was like to be your sister. You had everything. For once, I wanted something you had. Can you understand that?
Yes, of course I understand.
Then it's okay?
Hell no, it's not okay.
But at least this turned out to be better than with Hector.
Oh, why? Because you didn't turn Hank into a bunch of little breakfast sausages?
Yes. And because I made you realize you still care for Hank.
Oh, please, nonsense.
You cannot fool your sister, Regina.
It's over between me and Hank Kaplan.
Not so.
Yes, so.
Not so.
Yes, so.
Okay, fine. Then I will have him.
Oh, no, you.
Won't.
Guys, I guess I just wasn't meant to date a Cuevas.
Don't worry, Jack struck out too.
Look, let's get something straight, both of you. Jack Trenton does not depend on fickle third-worlders to fill out his social life.
Good thing.
Aw, leaving so soon.
Oh, maybe I'll see you again. Oh, such a grift. Do you work out?
Once in a while.
You have the sculpted arms of Linda Hamilton.
Well, thank you.
Annie, is that the same outfit you had on this morning?
No, I spilled something and, threw this on.
It's very flattering.
Gee, thanks.
Come on, Yola, your cab is waiting.
Nice to meet you, Yolanda.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. Well, I think I was too quick to judge. She's really nice.
Very nice and gracious, too.
She didn't even say goodbye to me.
She's very genuine.
I'd even say natural.
She didn't even look at me. It's like I wasn't even here.
Sweet girl. I like her.
Tramp.
Coming up, her friends have gathered at Nancy's bedside to await word. Has she kicked the cancer, or is she still battling for her life? The news they get is unexpected and shocking. Trying to be grown up, they're our favorite 30-somethings, only on Lifetime.
NBC, Wednesday.